Good evening, good evening, good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by Neuroclastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 800 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center didn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened Neuroclastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. Neuroclastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article, share on all your social media. Also included is Neuroclastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever actually does see through with their threat. Trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and gets clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you have young children present, please utilize your headphones. Trigger warning 2. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use a profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is very much advised. Now, if you can see here, we're coming to the very end of this long kind of comment that was placed in regards to. Hold up, folks. One moment. Oh, your computer stopped. He's coming. Sorry about that, folks. Those were the new computers, so I had to get the door so that he can bring in the new computer stuff. Alright, this particular video is hopefully famous last words, short and sweet. So let's go ahead and read over it real quick. ASAN applauds the Food and Drug Administration's SUR investigation and its move to ban the electric skin shock devices. We fully support the FDA's decision to prevent their current and future use. For more information on our comments, please contact Gregory Robinson, Deputy Director of Public Policy at ASAN. There's all that information here. So, there's a few things, even within this comment, that if you've noticed, ASAN was very much calling out. One of the main primary fears right now is last time we went through this song and dance, we went from when the original proposed ban was first put in place. Those papers were drawn up in 2014. The hearings began in 2016 and lasted till 2019. Okay? When we last tried this, it took a decade, an actual decade, to get this finished up. Okay? That included leaving way more time in regards to receive comments than was necessary. We know now that Congress did say that the FDA did indeed have the authority to put through the ban on the GED device. Like last time, the FDA is again opening it up for comments. But folks, especially with our current political environment, time is very much of the essence here. We cannot, hear me on this, we cannot, FDA, spend another damn decade telling kids to wait, having them sent to ERs for second and third degree burns, malnutrition, and lack of sleep. The list goes on and on. We cannot allow this to be dragged out over another decade here. Okay? But the problem has been corrected. I understand that you want the general public to come in and be able to have their say. That's all well and good. But we cannot do the same song and dance again. I appreciate that you for fighting for this FDA. Believe me, I am. But as soon as you get that green light, you need to actually get the final ban out and enforce it. Okay? And there shouldn't be anything regards to COVID, bird flu, or if the Black Death decided to show up again. None of these are considered, in my opinion, as valid excuses to delay the issuing of the ban. Okay? Maybe 1 to 2 months for the general public to get their comments in. I understand. But everything else has already been said and done. Okay? We do not need a repeat where this gets dragged out again. 2 reasons. One should be absolutely obvious. Those kids should not be left on that device for 1 single millisecond more. Period. 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 Number 2. The JRC will sue you because it's Tuesday. They are one of the most highly litigious bunches of individuals, to put it kindly, that I've ever come across this side of, well, anything I've ever come across. Okay? If you end up giving the JRC that much time, then its history is going to repeat itself and repeat itself and it repeated itself. These folks are some of the most corrupt sons of bitches on God's green earth. Okay? If you watch this channel, if there's one thing you can determine that I'm sure all of us can agree on, is that these are some of the most corrupt, greedy, reprehensible scums on planet Earth. Okay? If you draw this out, FDA, if you draw this out, just No, they are going to fight it. They're going to fight it with unlimited monetary resources if you give them the time to. And more than likely, they're going to find another supportive sycophant to throw a cog in the wheel for the torture to go on for another decade. We can't sit here waiting forever. We cannot take another damn decade to do what's right. So don't. Everybody's already put in the time. Get the comments, put forth the new final rule, and for the love of God, enforce the ban immediately. Immediately. Means now. Do not give those bastards at the JRC even. You get what I'm saying here. Those bastards have won way too many damn times because governments, as they do, state or federal, drag things at a snail's pace, and it has come back to hit not you all, but us, the people they attach to those devices every single time. So you got the new proposed ban. Take a month or two to get the comments in. Submit the final ban. And let's get this done. No excuses. All right. And on that, folks, I'm going to close out. I'm sorry you had to watch me get up here, but again, I am technology challenged. I do not want to even attempt to try to edit this video because I will probably end up losing said video and it will just go downhill from there. So, folks, we don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, you know the drill. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. And as always, don't forget to wave at Roomy Paul. All right, folks, as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I will see you all tomorrow night. I'm going to go bury my head into, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to brag a little bit. This is what I'm reading right now. I have the second and third one too. I'm about halfway through this. It's about, well, really medieval Europe starting from 600 to 700. And as usual, the drier the history book is, the more I like it. And the more I just kind of get buried in it. I fell madly in love with history when I was young. And I will probably die in love with ancient, medieval, Renaissance history. Okay? Sorry. Bragging rights over. We hope you have a good one. I'm going to get off of here before I take you into another left field and take a left turn. Bye-bye.